Yo, good morning, everybody. Good morning for anybody that pops up in here. I don't really expect too many people to show up, but this will be available for the replay. I just want to talk to the new drivers today. But first off, I gotta pump up. I gotta big up Trucker Path. If you ain't using Trucker Path, what is you doing? Like when you looking for a place to park, Trucker Path will tell you what's full, what's not. A lot of times they'll tell you even if the created spots are taken. But anyway, that's enough of that. We got the Trucker Path stuff out the way. Check this out, y'all. I am getting a lot of, well, not getting, but seeing a lot of brand new drivers. Now, some of y'all have been with me since the beginning of my trucking journey. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. You feel me? But, but, here's the thing. I'm seeing, pardon me, I'm trying to multitask here right quick. Give me just a second. Almost done. Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, I can't find work. I just got my CDL. I can't find work. I can't find work. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. The problem comes, we get these brand new drivers. And brand new drivers are not a problem. We were all brand new at one point. So I'm not taking a crap on the brand new drivers. But we get these brand new drivers, never drove a truck, just went to CDL school or just learned from Uncle Billy Bob or whoever, you know what I mean? And they get their CDL. Now they expect to get out into the field with zero experience and get top dollar. How, Sway? How? They don't want to start from the beginning. They don't want to start at the starting point. They want to jump all the way to the finish line. I see that people are getting 65 cents a mile. That's what I want. I see people getting 70 cents a mile. That's what I want. It's all these trucking groups with brand new drivers, and there's nothing wrong with wanting the best, but understand you are not the best. You are not qualified for this just yet. I can't knock somebody for wanting the best, but you got to understand they need people to have experience. You ever notice they'll say 3 months experience, 6 months experience, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years? Typically, sometimes there's some exceptions out there, but typically, the higher paying the job is, the more experience you need. Y'all didn't hear me. Higher paying the job is, the more experience. More experience, the higher paying the job. Typically, there are some exceptions, like the company I'm at now, but that's a whole nother video. Now, can you break down to me why you, a brand new driver, hasn't even been through training with a carrier yet? So you don't know what you're doing. All you know is what you've learned in trucking school, how to pass the test. There's a difference between being a professional driver and passing the test. Passing the test, in hindsight, is the easy part. You just learn how to somewhat back. You don't know how to back, but you just learn how to do it in those perfect test conditions. You don't know how to do it in the Northeast where you have half the space and you can't cock it quite back like you want to. You can't back around a building and go backwards around an L shape and then hit it in the hole. You're going to struggle with that because you're still brand new. You know how to drive the truck, but you don't know how to drive the truck. And that's just it. That's not shade. That's just reality. All right. You do not have that experience level. It's just the truth. You don't. So tell me why you, as a brand new driver, just got a CDL, never been trained, why the hell do you feel you deserve top pay? I saw a guy complaining, man, they won't pay me anything more than 40, 45, and 50 cents a mile. I'm not working for that. I know my worth. No, you don't. You don't know your worth, because if you knew your worth, you'd understand. Look at this from a business perspective, all right? As a business, you have certain costs and fees associated with doing business. Among those costs and fees is driver pay, but you also have insurance, which is through the roof for a brand new driver. You also have maintenance, fuel. They don't know how to fuel, so they're just filling the tank up every time. So that's more fuel coming out, and that's all you're having to pay for that. And a new driver is way more likely to screw up. A new driver is way more likely to damage something. So as a carrier, why would you pay a new driver who has no experience 65 and 70 cents a mile, the same thing that you would pay a driver that has all the experience? Can you make that make sense? That driver who has 2 years of experience, they know what they're doing. You feel me? They know what they are doing. They know how to back it in the hole. Some of these guys do it one shot. I've done it a few times. I'm not going to act like I'm the greatest backer, but it's been times where I've one-shotted it. It's growing in numbers. The more I do this, the more I do it. But you're not there. You're brand new. But that guy who can do that is way less likely to hit a truck in a truck stop, way less likely to be able to account for trailer swing. Because if your tandems, this is the rear of your trailer, your tandems are here, and you go back into the space, boom, you just hit another truck. Or you turn, you hit another truck. You need to be able to account for that trailer swing. Some people move their tandems all the way to the back so that they can mitigate trailer swing. So when you're there, you're there. But it's not always possible. Bear with me just a second. Hello? Thank you. All right, my load's ready. But what makes you feel you deserve more than 40 or 45 cents? I started with Stevens, I believe, at 38 cents a mile. It was either 36 or 30. I believe it was 38. And I didn't like it, but you get experience. And I did a lot of job hopping. If I named all the jobs I've had in the first 2 years, you'd be like, whoa. I've never been with the company before VL. I've never been with the company for a year. The longest I've been with the company was 7 months, and that was Stevens, my first. But I have experience now. I have a decent driving record. So as a brand new driver, you're likely to get into accidents, which is going to cost that company more in insurance, which is going to cost that company more in insurance deductibles. Then they have to pay you still. Anything you damage, they have to pay. So it's coming out of their pocket. So I'm not really a fan of the mega carriers, but I get it. I get why they pay so little, because they have to shell out so much. Now that I'm on the other side, and the business side, I see it. I see why they have to shell out so much money. And I see why they pay so little, because you still got to make a profit. Your business, that's your whole purpose. And really, let's be real. Who's going to stay at a mega carrier when you see better options? Once you have the experience, who's going to stay? Then we got these people the same people, really, they get their CDL brand new. They want 60, 70 cents a mile. They want all this pay. They want to make $2,000 to $3,000 a week. and they want to be local and be home every night. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it's exceptions. Understand you are the exception. So before this jackass pops up in here, well, I did it. I gotta. Well, you're not the norm. Congratulations. You want a cookie? I got some cookies up in here somewhere. You want some chips? Some popcorn? You're not the norm. The vast majority has to go OTR, get some experience, because a lot of these local companies, the first thing they say, how much OTR experience do you have? How much OTR experience do you have? And when you say none, okay, thank you. This is a position for experienced drivers. You may get some lucky ones. You may get lucky. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's unlikely, especially with the pay and being local. It's unlikely, not impossible. Let's make that differentiation right now. All right. Now, why do you deserve that over someone who's had the experience and did the work to gain the knowledge? You have to stop being so entitled. You have to earn what you get. You have to earn it. And you know what? I'm going to talk about something else in just a second. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this in another video because I got to go pick up this trailer. You might get 2 videos from me today. I had something on my mind. I'm going to speak on it. Getting ready to go to court. I've been killing it in the game. I'm noticing these 1-day loads, these $300-400 load, 400-mile load, they pay way better on a per mile basis. They pay way better. And I end up making more money driving fewer miles. For example, I've gotten a 300-mile run recently. They pay $1,500. That's $5 a mile. That's $5 a mile. When I could do like a 2,000-mile run for 5,000. You see what I'm saying? That's like $250 a mile. Well, a little over, but still, it's not adding up. So if I can do, even if it's just 1,000, if I can do 7 1,000-mile runs in a week, I just made $7,000. That's one. My fuel cost is reduced because I'm not running these huge miles. Sometimes I could fill a tank up and do 2. Then my last load was the best load. I got $950 to drive 100 miles. $9.50 miles. $9.50 per mile for that load. And the load weighed 12,000 pounds. So I didn't have to fuel. Then the load before that, I was carrying mail. I was literally carrying mail. That load was so nice. I'm going to show you just how nice that load was. Not only was it like 500 miles, it was a little more than I wanted, but still it's 500 miles. It's not much, but it paid $2,000. And the load itself, that's it. One pallet. And I made $2,000 for carrying that. This is what was in the pallet. Mail. Just a few packages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16 packages. It did not weigh 100 pounds. All right. It did not weigh 100 pounds. They paid me $2,000 to transport that. That was a good load. So other than that, things have been going pretty good for me. These little 1-day loads with the 300 miles or fewer, I might do 400, depending on the price. Money talks. But depending on the price, hey, it is what it is. I'd rather do that than take one of these, $5,000 loads going up to the Northeast. That's 44,000 pounds because now I'm paying extra in fuel. Some of these weeks, with the prices being the way they are, I've spent as much as $1,600 in fuel. So I'm paying more in fuel. Then I'm paying more in wear and tear on the truck for that extra weight. Then I'm paying tolls in the Northeast. It's ugly. But anyway, with that said, did y'all see that versus Bone and 3 6 Mafia? Bone, aka the greatest rap group of all time. Crazy Bone and Busy Bone, the best out the group. Yeah, I said it. When I saw that, I was like, when the whole fight broke out, I knew it was gonna be a problem when Juicy J invited Busy Bone to his hot dog stand. Let's call it that. You don't invite a man to your hot dog stand unless one, you really want him to do that. Two, you're ready to fight. Or three, you're ready to die or kill. It's kill or be killed at that point. Those are the only options when it comes to inviting a man to your hot dog stand. I understand why Busy do that. And then Crunchy Black runs over. It just fell over. That was hilarious. Mafia got them beats, though. They got the best production. But anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy. Please hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Come check me out. Check out Trucker Path and be with me, all right? Peace.